Welcome to Fastang 444. This game I am starting in what I call the greenhouse area. This is east of H2H's, south of Horizon Street Scene. And when the game starts, I do not see or hear a drop, but I will stay here. Sometimes a drop appears even though you don't see one at the beginning of the game. And I'll just move to this road. Let's see how this works out. And if there isn't a drop nearby, I can drive around the greenhouse area. And as it pans to the right, I don't see one. I do see one behind me. I thought about going there, but I saw two drops over here on the left. So I decide to go to these first. And if it's not at least a mid-level drop, I will go back over towards the pyramid, H2H's, and get that drop I saw that was behind me. But this is actually a good start, a level 5 Focus RS. And I will go over and look at this other drop, and I am watching the mini-map. I see some cars on the mini-map off to the left. So hopefully I can engage in a head-to-head right away and start leveling up is the plan. After I look at this other drop, see if this is worth taking first. And those cars disappeared off the mini-map. Yeah, that's a level 2 Audi RS6. It's actually a great car, but I think this car is a little faster. So let's head north, cross the highway, and since I opened up the map, I ran right into that tree. There's a car over here on the right. Actually, it's now three cars on the mini map that are now behind me. 4, 5. But there's a drop over here, so I will go over and take a look at this drop and then circle back towards the direction of these other drivers. And I'm glad I did. This is a level 6 Ariel Nomad. Even though the level 5 Ford Focus RS is faster, this is a level 6, so if I can get into a head-to-head, I will get into a level 7. And here comes someone heading away from the direction of a head-to-head in an Audi RS6. I would not be surprised if that was that Audi RS6 I passed up and they wound up taking it. And I actually have to use some caution here because the Audi RS6 is faster than this Ariel Nomad. So I have to be certain I don't hit anything and try not to change directions too much so I can maintain as much speed as possible. You can see they are actually gaining on me. The Audi RS6, even though it's a level 2, it is more of a level 5-6 speed car. You can see how they are gaining on me. I'm trying to get in line of them so they can't pass me here. And I just narrowly will win this. They were gaining on me, but they ran out of real estate there. Let's hit this drop. I will take the Ferrari. And I have to use some caution with this because it is a track vehicle, a road vehicle. It's not very good off-road, as many of you may know. Changing directions and taking off-road is difficult. I think from this arena wall where it's at, the final arena will be somewhere around Atlantis to Tula. Either arena 8 or 9 is what I'm guessing. So I am heading away from where the final arena will be, where the head-to-heads are going. I call this going away from the progression of the game. If everyone follows the progression of the game, you potentially are going up against higher, faster cars. Yes, you can see now it's going to be Arena 8 or 9. I didn't scroll down there, but the two arena walls were touching around Atlantis to Tula. Someone just got this drop here. They are in a level 3 Porsche Macan. I tried engaging in a head-to-head, but I just missed. So let's go away from the direction of a head-to-head and circle back around on them. I call this leading them away, and that worked. So I should be able to beat them. And it looks like this is this area south of H2H's. Avoid that area there where those drops were. There are some buildings and trees there. Now I can see this home, so I wanted to go around that, avoid that tree. And it looks like this finish is just over here on the road. Alrighty, Lamborghini Murcielago. I actually could use this in the final showdown. This has close to level 10 speed, so I am really not pressured to get into another head-to-head, but if I get into 2 more head-to-heads, I will get into a level 10. So I am going to, again, head away from the progression of the game. Glance at this ghost drop along the way and head over towards this other drop. Also a ghost drop. So I'm going to head over towards New Leg. There's a drop over here. 3 Ford Focus, and the arena just shrunk, so I can glance at this other drop. Another ghost drop. And this is actually a strategy of mine, heading away from the progression of the game. Sometimes I can catch someone that is just driving around looking for a drop in a low or mid-level car, but I am not finding anyone this far away from where the next arena will be. So there's 2 drops here. Might as well look at them. I'm right here. Another ghost drop. Also a ghost drop. So let's open up the map and see where the final arena will be. Okay, I can tell it's going to be final arena 9 because the suspension bridge and the tunnel road that goes across the suspension bridge is within this next arena. So glance at these 2 drops, and they're all ghost drops here. Glance at this one, and then I am going to start going over into the next arena. Jump off of this. Run into a tree. Alright. Level 4 mini buggy, one of the slowest vehicles in the game. And another ghost route. And I am going over and look at that. I did not see that car on the map. They were parked, so they were invisible on the mini map. Sent them backwards, running into them. So this finish looks like it is over on, I'll call it Tunnel Road, the road that goes through the tunnels. And I'm familiar with this head-to-head. Watch out for this shed. And fairly sure this is going to be Arena 9. That shed that I just went by will be the point I leave at for the final showdown. If I make the final showdown is the plan. Through here over to the road, Tunnel Road. Run into a tree. I need to get over through this gap up in the buildings. I actually thought they might have passed me, but I think they ran into the buildings there. So I will start heading into the tunnel because there were two vehicles that were right there. One of them just completed and won a head-to-head. So I am going to see if they follow me. See, they're right on the entrance of that tunnel, and look, you can see now the final arena, and right where that dot is, that is where a head-to-head would lead if I engaged in a head-to-head around the suspension bridge. And this car is chasing me, so I will turn around on them, and they do the ram challenge. But I should be able to beat them. It's a matter of whether there's enough time to complete this head-to-head. I think I do. I think it's going to be close though, but I think I have enough time to complete this. So watch this head-to-head. Go through these tunnels and this dirt road that is highlighted on the mini-map that goes off to the left. It has an angle in it. That is where that head-to-head right at the T is. So I'll get this head-to-head in, and they actually did me a favor, allowed me to get into a level 10 late. So I will just get in position for the final showdown now.
Eliminated. Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown!
Right next to this shed I like to leave from. Helps eliminate possible rammers. You can see on the map this point I like to leave from. This is Arena 9. The range of time to leave is 11 to 13 seconds. I will leave at 11 seconds. This Hoonigan Focus RS is El Perez, 1995, an online gaming friend and a highly skilled player. I second-guessed my timing and wasn't accelerating. Alright, the finish point is around Horizon Street scene, it looks like initially, so I will go to the right. There's a road over here that has a bend in it, and to the left of it are buildings and trees you can see there. Now I am trying to get close to the greenhouses that I can see off in the distance. There is a intersection ahead. I want to be right in line of that intersection, if anything, a little farther to the right. You can see the trees and there's a shed there I avoid on this line. Now I can just go in line of the finish from here. I will go east of the Cloverleaf. Horizon Street scene is just north of the Cloverleaf there. Now this bridge that crosses the highway, I want to be right of that and left of these greenhouses, avoiding the obstructions around there. Over to the finish is just across the highway here. This wound up being a nice clean run for a win.
Welcome to the secret society of the Illuminati! Oh, shh.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video along with all of my videos. And if you've been enjoying my channel, please subscribe and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm on the way.